Hello, welcome to PT LifeSavers. My name is Min Henry.
And my name is Dante Baker.
And today we're going to be busting some myths. Alright, so the biggest myth in the bodybuilding industry, as well as the fitness industry, is protein shakes. Now, Dante, I have this client who's trying to get sufficient muscle mass, and he keeps on asking me if protein is the right way for him. And I keep on telling him, no, it's not. What do you think?
I think you're right. It's about your workouts. So you want to be lifting heavy, you want to change up your workouts, and you just want to eat your meals, and you're going to get the amount of protein you need.
So do you think protein shakes are like healthy at all?
Not really, because they have too much protein, too much artificial flavoring, and too much added sugar. So all that stuff can mess up your kidneys. You can be really dehydrated when you work out, and just down the long run, it can cause too much problems.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily today we actually have a special speaker. He is a certified culinarian and a member of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Thanks so much for joining us today, Sean.
Glad to be here.
So Sean, what do you think about all this protein stuff, man?
I mean, you don't need too much from getting from the protein shakes. You could get it from your regular intake of foods, regular red meats, white meats, what have you. Even if you're an athlete or a bodybuilder, you might need a slightly higher amount of protein, but even so, you could get it from your regular kinds of foods. Don't need to get a protein shake for that.
Alright, so for somebody like Dante, he's about 160 pounds and he works out quite regularly because he's a personal trainer. So how much protein would you think he would need?
Alright, so if I'm running down the calculations for that, we're judging on a formula based on your weight to the amount of grams per kilograms, which is justified in the type of units that you need. 160 pounds divided by 2.2, that gives you 72.7 kilograms. Now that times your justified amount of protein you need, which you are building muscle, and I understand you're also vegetarian.
I am.
So we have to calculate that into effect because vegetarians, as you may know, they use complementary different types of proteins combined together. So they need a little bit more protein in their intake in order to get what they need. So roughly between 1.4 to 1.8, we're going to step you up to 1.8 grams per kilogram. So 1.8 times 72.7, that gives me 129 grams. That divided by 30, that gives you 4.25 ounces, roughly. Now, if I were to justify how much that looks, that's about the size of a pack of playing cards, plus 13 cards on top from the second pack of playing cards.
Right.
So that's a pretty decent meal. And now, remember, this is their daily intake, so this is how much you need throughout the entire day.
Alright, so like this protein shake right here, right? It says there's about 40 grams per 2 scoops. And, I think it's just, like way too much, especially if you're going to have your daily foods on top of that. Is that about right?
Yep, absolutely.
But what about the people who's been taking protein shakes and swear that protein shakes have really benefited their lives? Bigger biceps, bigger chest. What about that?
I think it's more of a mentality. I think their exercise has gotten them through most of the part. Protein shakes is rather excess, and I think their regular intake of other kinds of foods has helped them along. I don't believe protein shakes have much to do with it.
So Dante, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree, because it's just too much protein, and it's just too much artificial flavoring, sugars, and in the long run it's going to cause a lot of different degenerative diseases. So
again, you heard it from the PT Lifesavers. We're going to be busting more myths in future videos. Make sure you stay tuned. And Dante, what is our motto?
The health is the new fashion.
Alright, so again, we're PT Lifesavers. Thank you, Sean, for joining us today again. And over and out.